Alright, so today I'm going to be straightening some of these blades that have warped. I've got these blanks cut out, and you can see here, I've got one up here, you can see they're pretty straight, but they're not quite straight. So they have a little bit of bend to them, some are twisted a little bit. So I need to get these as straight as possible, and so this is how I did the last one. What I'm going to do is I've got this this piece here in the vise. This is a piece of rail, so big heavy duty piece of metal that's relatively flat on top, and I've got a ball peen hammer. That's one side has got a ball peen on it, the other side is a relatively flat, smooth surface. There's probably better tools for this, but this is what I'm using. This is what seems to work, and we'll just see how it goes. So I'm going to hand the camera over to my camera person. Alright, so what I'm going to do first is, as you can see with this one, there's clearly a spot that, maybe this is a little more flat, that is higher than the rest. So this one's got a spot on this side that's raised. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over so that the higher part is facing up. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of gently tap on it to try to level it out. Now this is going to take a little bit, and what I may do is you could also put something underneath so that you can kind of overextend. I've seen some people clamp them, clamp different spacers in there so they can overcorrect a little bit, and I may try something like that, but we're going to see how this goes a little bit longer. Hopefully I don't mar it up too bad. So it's getting better. It's not quite perfect yet. That one's pretty good. When they get heat treated, they might warp a little bit too, so I may have to correct it then too. You could also heat it. This one's actually pretty good. I don't know if that means anything. Kind of would like to have a bigger, flatter surface to check these on, but that one's pretty good. I think I'm gonna leave that one as is. That one's also pretty good. Maybe a little bit here on the end. Yeah, these ones aren't too bad actually. This one's got a high spot right here. You definitely don't want to miss and hit your finger though, for obvious reasons. So once I get them all relatively straight, I'm going to take a straight edge and I'll check them again. I'm just kind of roughing them all out right now. Here's a little different design. What I'm doing here is I'm putting it against a flat surface and trying to rock it. So you see how I can get a little play here, rocking it back and forth just by hitting one side or the other. So that kind of tells me, kind of helps me locate high spot. This one's not very bad at all, but we'll kind of see if we can correct it a little bit. pretty good. So now I'm going to take a straight edge, okay, so now I've got a straight edge here, so I'm just going to kind of visually look at them from all directions and kind of try to make sure we're pretty straight. And actually that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that one. So I'm just going to go through all of them, and I'm going to try to put them on every axis. So this one I can see I've got a little bit of a high spot that I'm going to need to correct. And yeah, so this one still needs a little bit of correction. So let's see, that's a lot better. That actually did it. So it's much easier to get the basic, get them pretty much flat before you go to the straight edge, I think. I mean, your opinion may differ, but this I find is better to find just kind of some of those minute corrections that need to be made. And again, I didn't check that other one this way. That's pretty good. Go back to this one. This one has a little bit more that needs to work. This one was kind of the worst one of the batch. So I'm going to fix that right now. So I got a little bit more correcting to do there. Now obviously I'm doing this before I sand off all of this this scale that's going to come off. I do it before so that I can remove any scratches that I might make with the hammer. And I try not to hit too close to the edges if I can help it, so that I don't mess up, I don't mar up the edges. A little bit more.